I'm rebuilding my wardrobe from scratch, and here is everything that I bought in July. Hi, my name's Lucy, and at the start of last year, I sold and donated all of my clothes and started rebuilding my wardrobe from scratch. I hired a stylist, had her go through my wardrobe, and then I sold and donated everything that just wasn't serving anymore. I had loads of clothes, but I just didn't feel like I ever had anything to wear. I had lots of tops that I liked, bottoms that I liked, but just no real basics that worked together. My wardrobe was not cohesive, and I just always ended up feeling like I didn't have anything to wear. So I've been on this journey for a little while now. So instead of doing my usual monthly favourites video, I thought I would start sharing what exactly it is that I have bought every single month as part of the process of rebuilding my wardrobe. Now, even though I have bought quite a few things, there's a lot of things in my wardrobe that I do need to get rid of. I was having a little look through my wardrobe yesterday, and there's definitely things in there that I have not worn in a year. And they were things that I actually kept at the start of this process because I was convinced that I would find a way to wear them. I'm just a jeans and a tee kind of gal. I'm a nice bottoms and a tee or a vest kind of gal. And there's, definitely things in there that are not serving me anymore. So as part of my restyle journey, I thought instead of sharing my monthly faves, I would start sharing with you exactly what I have bought month on month as part of my restyle journey and my restyle process, so that you can see exactly the kind of items that I'm missing, the kind of items that I think will stay in my wardrobe for years to come. And okay, some people may find this style quite basic, but I'm trying to build a really good foundation so that in the future I can bring in more colourful pieces, which is something I don't really feel super comfortable wearing right now. I can bring in like cooler, edgier pieces perhaps when I find them along the way, not just buying everything at once because I'm keen to kind of have a massive, amazing wardrobe like they do in the films. So with that in mind, you may be wondering why I'm wearing a particularly creased skirt. And that's because I've literally just unboxed this. I bought it from Because of Alice, and this is the second time I've shopped with them. I really liked all of their bridal stuff, but I ended up ordering a pair of brown trousers in January time. Okay, and they got lost in the post. They got delivered to my flat. They didn't. And they refused to refund me. So I vowed that I would never shop there. But it was their lucky day because I saw someone wearing this linen skirt, which by the way is too big for me, but it was the only size they had left in the sale. So I will need to get this tailored if I keep it. That is why it's creased, because I haven't steamed it. I've literally just opened it out of the packet. It's literally just been delivered. But I've been looking for a white skirt for a while. I have a cream satin skirt, which you may have seen in some of my other videos, but when Kate Lauren, my stylist, first came round and reviewed my wardrobe, she was like, "Where are your skirts?" That was one of the things that she noticeably saw that I was missing. I was like, "What do you mean, where are my skirts?" Like, I don't wear skirts. And I found it really difficult actually to buy skirts for my height and for my own personal style, to be honest, because they're a little bit outside my comfort zone. They're not something I would usually wear. But I have been on the hunt for a white skirt because that is something she suggested that would be quite good for me. My champagne satin skirt has worked really, really well for me, but I saw this A-line skirt. It's quite a good length on me. It's not maybe as maxi as I would like, but I am 6 foot tall, so beggars can't be choosers. Now, the thing I'm slightly struggling with here is that I'm not so sure what I would style it with. I think I'm struggling because I don't have a lot of, I feel like it needs an interesting top. It needs something maybe with a bit of texture, like a point of difference, or some colourful accessories, which is why I'm wearing this necklace. I did also think this bag would be quite cute with it. I'm traveling a lot between now and the end of the year. I do need a skirt that is a little bit more conservative for especially India, where we'll be going in and out of temples, and you know, in quite a lot of these places they don't, women need to cover below their knees. So I just want to be respectful of the cultures that I'm going to. And when I was on my sabbatical at the start of last year, I found that a lot of the clothes that I had with me pre-restyle were not appropriate. So I really, really like it, but I do need to take it to the tailors. Not quite sure what I'd style it with. Let me know in the comments what you think I should style it with, whether I should keep it or send it back, preferably within the returns window. Okay, this is one of 2 dresses that I bought this month, and I went into Kingston, which is just down the road from me, and we have some really good shops there. And I love Phoenix because they always have like the up and coming brands, or like the brands that you don't usually get elsewhere on the high street. And I'm not a Dams and Madder girl, but this dress, I thought, you know what, I'll try it on. And I was immediately sold. I love this neckline on me, and blue dresses. This kind of baby blue is just really my colour. And I just thought the ruffles were like a little bit different and interesting. And for the stage that I'm at in my life, I thought this would work really well for years to come. And it's something I'd be really excited to wear when I open my wardrobe. It's super easy. This is why I love dresses, because you just whip them out of the wardrobe and put them on and you're basically done. All you need to do is add shoes and a bag and you're ready to go. Maybe a little pair of sunnies. And one thing that I love the most about this dress is that it hangs really heavily. And you may have heard me say that before about that M&S white dress that was sold out and everyone was asking where they could get it from, is that dresses like this, when they're this shape, they need to have a weight to them, because if they don't know if anyone saw that video I did on there was a few dresses I ordered from a fast fashion retailer. They weren't heavy and they just looked so bad on me. So yeah, I love this heaviness. It gives it this lovely kind of movement to it. There's movement to it. It's like swinging. So yeah, I love it. And it's an appropriate length. For anyone that commented on my video a couple of weeks ago where they said that blue dress was too short for me, well, that's part of the fun. I'm wearing it in the south of France where, you know, we're happy-go-lucky and like our dresses can be short. This is probably more appropriate for the UK. And actually I'm going to wear it on my wine walk tonight. If you don't know, I'm also the founder of a company called Partner in Wine. I make insulated wine bottles, tumblers and other picnic accessories, and I host wine walks. So I'm doing one of those tonight. And I've got some delicious bottles of Australian rosé that you can't get anywhere in the UK that they've sent over from Australia specifically for me to do this wine walk with, because I discovered it there in February, made a video about it and it went kind of semi-viral. So this is probably what I'm going to wear to my wine walk later. Nice and easy, breezy, comfortable. And girls, I don't have to wear a bra. Not that there's much to hold up there anyway, but free the nip. Okay, next up is one of my faves, but I think the shorts that I wore it with have gone in the wash. So let's try and style it with something else. I'm going to style it with these shorts, which are also new. So I thought I'd actually show you these first. I posted a short on these and some people were like, those are too tight for you. There's one thing I know about Arket jean shorts is that they stretch. Look at them now. I mean, I've only worn these a couple of times and they've already stretched. So I just wanted a lighter wash. I've got a dark wash. I had a white wash, but I spilt some tomato sauce on them in Australia, so they went in the bin. And they're just really comfy. And I really like them. And I can see myself wearing them a lot. So these are my Arket shorts. I got them in the sale. I think they were £40 instead of 70. So really chuffed about that. I've actually got myself some really good sale items. Also, I've got to tell you that Dams and Madder dress was 80, I think, which for a dress of that quality, it's made of cotton, is pretty good when you compare it to something like Dish. I love my Dish dresses. I love them to pieces, but that strikes me as better value for money. But yeah, Arket shorts. This t-shirt is also from Arket. I've left all the links below. Let's pair it with one of two jumpers that I bought this month. I'm kind of obsessed with the idea of nautical chic because, I don't know, well, no one would really know this, but I actually can sail a boat and I'm qualified to drive a powerboat. So I could drive a speedboat. I grew up by the sea. I spent all my summers sailing. And so I'm kind of obsessed with this idea of nautical chic at the moment. And we're going on our mini moon to Cornwall. And I know that it's going to be a little bit chillier in September. So I wanted to have something. Initially, I actually ordered a Just Married jumper from Six Stories. And I thought, why have I done that? Because I'm never going to wear that after like a couple of days, am I? So sent it back and reinvested the money in this cotton jumper from Gap. It was really good value for money. I actually wanted the one from With Nothing Underneath, but it was sold out. And that, I think, was like 3 times the cost of this. Haven't shopped from Gap in years. Probably could have looked to get this on Vinted, but I wanted to wear it to a boating event that I went to. This is the size medium, and just for reference, I am probably a large size 10, lower size 12. I'm just really tall. And yeah, I just love it. I'm not sure I'd wear it like this. This is kind of giving knot styled with a little tuck, real lovely, sort of casual chic. Pair it with a little pair of holey shoes and a black bag, and I feel like that's a really cute little outfit. Like, the sleeves are way long enough for me, which is great, but also I thought this would be really good for traveling to China and also to India. I think in the evenings it can get a little bit chilly in both of those places, but also when I go to Italy, may potentially be relevant if I don't have a jacket or a cardi that suits the outfits that I'm wearing. So really, really chuffed with this. I've been after something like this for ages. It is something that reoccurs on my Pinterest boards all the time. And it's an even bigger bonus that is 100% cotton. One of the things that I really look for in my clothing moving forward, especially jumpers, is that it is made from mostly a natural fibre. I know sometimes they put, plastic or whatever they put in it to give it a bit of a stretch. Sometimes you just can't help that. But as long as it's a majority of wool, cotton, cashmere, merino wool, etc., I'm really happy to buy it. Okay, next up, this is actually kind of a bit of a rogue purchase, potentially, but can you see my feet? I don't know if you can. Let's put the camera down a little. Yeah, it could be seen as potentially quite a rogue purchase, but I'm obsessed with this kind of like almost green yellow colour. I just think for some reason it really suits my skin tone. This t-shirt's probably a bit too cropped to be wearing with these, but I love a jazzy little trouser. I just feel like this is such an easy way to feel like you're put together and dressed up for a night out. And these will be perfect on holiday. I've linked these below. I don't believe they're actually in stock, but I've linked them anyway. I went into M&S on a whim and saw them and was like, oh, okay, do you know what? Whatever, I'll just try them on. And they fit me like a glove. And I'm really sad that I didn't buy the matching top, but it just felt too trend-led for me. So I stuck with the trousers, really happy with my decision. And they're long enough. The M&S long are never normally long enough for me. So this was an absolute win. You've already seen one of the jumpers that I bought this month. And I'm now going to show you my best purchase of the month, because I'm so chuffed with this to the point that I would really quite like the weather to stop being warm now and turn back to autumn, winter, just so that I can wear this jumper. Buying knitwear on Vinted while it's hot outside is absolutely genius, because there are so many good deals to be had. I bought a brand new COS cashmere funnel neck jumper, which I believe these are in stock all year round. Well, I believe they're in stock, they come back every winter. This was originally £250. £250, right? I got this for £100 and I paid for it with my Vinted balance, which means I technically gained £150 with girl maths. So let's do this really quickly because it's very hot outside. If you watched my shorts, you may have seen the inspo pic that I shared for this jumper, which is that basically I just feel like it's a really snuggly, it's so unbelievably soft, by the way. I just thought it would be quite a good jumper to travel with, but also in the winter, it's very snuggly. It can be casual, you can dress it up. And I'm just like so thrilled to have such nice quality pieces in my wardrobe. And it just goes to show that you don't have to spend a lot of money to have an expensive looking wardrobe. I mean, you can buy these secondhand without the tags. They have been worn for a lot cheaper. And, as long as you take care of them, don't hang them up, make sure they're folded in the drawer, use a bobble remover on them, I'm sure, for years to come, they'll stay in the wardrobe. So I'm really, really thrilled with this. I'm so happy. And I think I'm most thrilled about the fact that I saved £150, to be brutally honest with you. I got the jumper that I wanted, the jumper of my dreams that I've been waiting for like a year and a half, and I didn't have to pay full price for it. And that to me is what this whole thing is about. Got one last thing to show you. I've put this on my shorts as well. Very controversial because it's quite short, but I actually need to try it on anyway because I need to find a way of covering my modesty, which is what I'm going to do after I filmed this video. It's for my London hen, which is this weekend, and I also bought it on Vinted. By the time this video goes out, I would have been on my London hen, but yeah. I bought it from Vinted for £50. It's a meshki dress that is originally 140 plus delivery or whatever. So another bargain. It's been worn once. Vinted is such a good place to buy secondhand bridal stuff, honestly. The controversial dress. Because it's so short. But it is my hen do. So I don't care what you have to say about it. Actually, most people commented below the short that I uploaded about this dress saying, in 10 years' time, you'll regret not wearing it, so wear it while you can. And honeys, I'm going to wear it, okay? I just need to find something to protect my modesty at the back. That's the issue with being 6 foot tall. I have also bought some silver shoes for my second wedding dress that I thought would go with this and with that. So they haven't arrived yet, but I do have some other options here. I didn't really want to wear gold, if I'm honest. So the silver ones I bought are from the same company where I bought these shoes from, Dolce Vita. And I found these in Selfridges when I went for a personal styling session for my mum to find her mother of the bride dress. They're really comfy. They're 100% leather. I'll have to tell you the story next month in my what I bought in August about the silver shoes, because I also managed to get them in the sale and I managed to get them for, I think, more than half price. But if they didn't arrive in time, I was thinking about wearing these. Yeah, cute. I do have those other gold ones, which I picked up, but they're from ASOS and they're made of plastic and they are really uncomfy. When I'm buying shoes now, I'm really only looking to spend money on shoes that are leather. Come back next month if you want to hear the story about the silver shoes, because I'd found a different pair that I wanted to wear. They were £65, looked up what they were made of and they were made of plastic. And I was like, I just cannot, like they'll be so uncomfortable. Whereas leather molds to your foot. These have never rubbed on my feet. I mean, let's hope they don't at the weekend. But I just feel like leather is a bit more forgiving, you know? So that is everything that I bought this month. Well, actually, I've got one more thing to show you, but this is a beauty thing. I bought this mud mask. It's like a Korean, where are you? A Korean natural mud mask, and it's supposed to draw out all your impurities. And the lady who does my microneedling actually was like, do you use a mud mask? I was like, no, I don't. She was like, start using it now because it will suck out everything from the deep layers of your skin and you'll like be glowing on your wedding day. And I don't know if you can see this little spot here. That's definitely coming out because of this. Thank you so much for tuning in to my YouTube channel. I've left all of the links for everything in this video below. Make sure you go and check out Vinted because honestly, I keep saying it, but like I'm so addicted now. I keep scrolling at like social media because I just keep finding really good things on there. So you may find these things that are out of stock are actually in stock on Vinted and you can get yourself a good deal. So yeah. Thanks for watching. Next week, we're going to have a look at my Pinterest board and I'm going to pull some outfits from there and show you how I would style them with things that I own, because I really want to show you how on this wardrobe restyle journey, I've just been looking at my Pinterest board and being like, right, okay, that's kind of like, you know, I take like that black jumper, for example, I type black jumper outfit and loads of different things will come up. And then I'll go, okay, I feel like I've got a pair of jeans similar to that color. Maybe they're not the right, you know, they're not a similar cut, but I could do that. Or I've got those shoes. So pulling things that I already own rather than buying anything new to build these outfits. So I'm really excited to share that with you, and make sure you subscribe if you want to follow along on my restyle journey and see what I get in August. I'm hoping I actually won't have that much to show you in August because I'm trying actually not to buy too much. Also, we're on the 5-week countdown to my wedding, so I definitely shouldn't be spending money on clothes. There may be some Vinted purchases in there. All right, hope you all have a nice week and I will see you next week for another episode of my restyle journey. Bye.